Okay, let's go. So, hello, I'm Jay Diamond. If we've never met before, I am the creator of the Sacred Woman Tribe. I help women move from stress to love in lots of different ways, help them create a life that they really, really love and want to live in a very sacred way. So there's lots of good things about health and wellness and sex and orgasms and what else? Our relationships, our sisterhood. So you can find me on Facebook at the Sacred Woman Tribe. But today I want to talk to you about top 5 tips for less stress and more love. Especially if you're a woman rocking your mission. Because, you know, as a clever woman, you've got lots to do and lots to juggle and a big mission in the world. So I wanted to just run through a few things that might help you get a little bit more focused. Number one, for sure, the first thing you need to do is really get your priorities straight. Now that sounds very maybe oversimplistic, but hear me out. Top first priority. Okay, so priorities. In my free 14-day course, this is one of the first things that we go over, and it's about you on purpose deciding what your priorities are going to be. What are the things that are most important to you at this time? That may change in 6 months, but right now, and pick like 4. And one of them should probably be based around your health, because without that, you're not going to get very far. So it might be around building your business. It might be around, working very closely with your kids at the moment. It might be around your health and well-being. Without that, not much is going to happen. It might be around your relationship with your partner, or you might know that you need to put more into your friends. But whatever it is, these top 4 things should be the main focus for you, and everything should go through that filter first. Yeah, so you have to look at what time you've got in the week or what time you've got across the month, and everything needs to go through these 4 things. Are these 4 things handled first and foremost? And that way you're going to make sure all the good stuff that you want is handled, but also you're going to start reducing your stress, because number 2 is about saying no. So now you've got your priorities straight, yeah? And you're really clear on what the main things are that you need to focus on. Then you need to start saying no to some things. You need to start declining some invitations maybe. And sometimes it's turning down work opportunities as well, because the thing is, when you're good at what you do, you're always going to get opportunities to do more, or opportunities to do something slightly different. There's always going to be someone say, oh, this will be really good for you. I really think you should do it. Or I've seen this blog that you should write for. Or perhaps, there's this charity that you should be involved with. Or, you're really good at, I don't know, doing hair. Why don't you go and work for this person? But if it's not in line with your top priorities or where you're deciding your mission is, you've got to learn to say no. And occasionally, if you've got some extra time and it's something you really want to do and it's something that you think really fits for you, then great. But if you know you haven't got the time, you're already stretched, you've got to start saying no. And you might say something like, I really appreciate the offer. I'm really grateful that you asked me and it sounds great, but my priorities at the moment are and there's only 24 hours in a day and I just can't do it. I think I'd be doing you a disservice by doing a lesser job. So I'm going to have to turn that down. I'm sorry. Something like that. Or, when it comes to social invitations, I know some of my friends with their jobs, a lot of their job is going out hobnobbing and networking, and they're out drinking most nights of the week, but it gets a bit too much, and other sides of their life starts to dip. A big one is health. So I know that for a lot of my ladies who work in that kind of field, where they're networking a lot, the weight starts to go up, or the skin starts to break out because they're drinking a lot, they're at a lot of meals. So, the thing is, it's about what your priorities are again, isn't it? So, yeah, some of these things are good opportunities, but what about if you spent that night with your kids instead? Or what about if you actually gave yourself a night to yourself? Shock horror. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to kind of really put everything through your priorities and be strict. you know, to really kind of call your time back. Number 3 is delegating, brainstorming, you know. What things can you delegate, large and small? You know, a big thing to delegate might be a big project at work and you don't want to do it all yourself and you need someone to delegate some of that stuff to. That's fine. But it also might be that some things at home need delegating. You might need to rally your kids up. You might need to say, right, every Thursday, 6 till 7, nobody's moving from this house until this, and this is done. Whack the music on, spend an hour together sorting the house out, and then afterwards eat ice cream or something like that. Your delegation might be, again, something around your business. If you're an entrepreneur, what kind of VA can you get? Can you go on Fiverr? Can you go on Elance? Can you get a VA to start taking some of your work on? It doesn't have to cost you a fortune. It could just be some little routine tasks that are taking up a lot of your time and taking you away from what you really should be doing. What other things can you do? Like if you've got the money and you're spending half your time cleaning house or clearing up after people, get a cleaner. If you've got the money, just get a cleaner. Does it matter? Do you have to be doing laundry all the time? Probably not really, if you've got bigger things to do, or you'd rather spend time with your husband or your wife, you know. So definitely look at things and places you can delegate. And sometimes just small things like you know, if you care for a family member, that can be a big one. Maybe you need to start asking for some more help. Maybe you need to start asking for people to pitch in, and if they pull a face, they pull a face. You know, don't be Superwoman. The Sacred Woman Tribe is not about Superwoman in the sense that she takes everything on and is everything to everyone. It's just that she is a super woman in herself. My teachings are not about being everything to everyone and being exhausted at the end of the day. Hi Jess, how are you doing? So I really don't want you to be exhausted all the time. You want to be a superwoman, not Superwoman. And we've kind of developed this huge culture around, yeah, I can see the hearts going now. We've developed this culture around women should be doing everything and everything. You know, we've got so many possibilities, which is awesome. But we're also trying to look after everything and look after ourselves and look good and drop it like it's hot at the end of the night. And flipping heck, we're all getting exhausted. I'm not having it. Yeah, I can see all the hearts going crazy. So, yeah, so that's number 3, delegate, start to delegate. Number 4, welcome to everyone who's just coming online now. I started a couple of minutes early. This is my first Periscope. Hi Camille, how you doing? Number 4 is make a list. So I want you to, if you've got a phone on you now, obviously you're watching this, so if you've got a pen and paper handy, I want you to get it now. Hi Camille. I really want you to write this down somewhere, somehow. In terms of getting more love and less stress, I want you to make a list of 10 things or 10 people. Simple. It doesn't have to be big things. It can just be little, small, 2 big things that you know make you happy and make you feel good and make you smile. Because when we get wrapped up in everything that we've got to do and we're kind of focused and, you know, you're juggling home and you're juggling work and you're juggling going to the gym and you're juggling dropping this person off and getting the shopping and doing you forget. And sometimes it can go weeks and weeks and weeks before you've even contacted some friends that you love. So, well, you've even, you know, gone out for ice cream or just gone for a meal with your partner or just gone to the park for 10-20 minutes to just sit in nature and try and get your brain back. So a huge more love tip is just to write down 10 simple things, and it might be a 5-minute jog. It might be, I don't know, something simple like ringing your mum because you're not phoned her for a little while, or phoning your sister because you've not connected, or getting your friends together for a girls' night in. It doesn't have to cost you a penny. It can just be real simple. But you know that when you do it, it makes you feel good. It might be booking a massage. It might be just a bath with a glass of wine, which is definitely one of my favourites. Wine and chocolate, and in a hot bath with loads of oils and music. And I'm just like, okay, I'm good. It didn't cost me nothing. It was already in the fridge. Do you know what I mean? I can see all the hearts going now. But it's imperative. It's imperative for you as a woman on your mission that you fill yourself up, because if you don't do that, you're going to get depleted and you're going to get stressed. And then when it comes to you fully being focused on your mission, on your work, it's going to be really hard because you're operating at half capacity. It's imperative that you do things that make you smile, that you bring that pleasure, that you raise that oxytocin in the brain, because it's going to make you more productive at the end of the day. You know, production is one thing, but it's about making you happy, because at the end of the day, life's too short. I had a colleague I worked with 10 years who killed himself 2 weeks ago out of nowhere. And that makes you reassess. Like, life is short. Spend it with the people you love and do the things you like. You know, make sure you're happy, eat well, cook well, but eat some ice cream as well. Go out, have fun. Do you know what I mean? Life's too short. Yeah, it's cool. It's just a good thing. Someone saying sorry for your loss. It's just a good time to reevaluate, you know. And number 5 is give yourself some form of brain break. For less stress and more love, you need a brain break in the day. So if you're like rocking your mission and you're working hard and you're juggling a lot, you're going to need a brain break. So people do this in different ways. You might want to meditate. For me, when I am in the middle of a lot, sometimes it's very hard to cut off. So what I recommend for that is a guided meditation. You can find one on my website. If you go to jaydiamond.net, hi Camille. If you go to jaydiamond.net, you can download a free 10-minute meditation, put it on your phone, keep it with you, and every time you kind of get that overwhelmed feeling, or you feel like I just need a 10-minute brain break, instead of going on Facebook and spending an hour on there, because generally that's what happens, isn't it? You spend an hour on there instead of 5 minutes. Then that's a guided meditation that can really help you with that. For some people, it's just like music. Get a couple of really cracking songs on your phone. You might even want to start your day with 3 really strong tracks that you know make you feel good, or when you need a brain break, when everything's getting a little bit too much, you put those couple of tracks on. It shifts your vibration. Music is so powerful. So I was a DJ for like 8 years and I love music, but it's so powerful. It's shifting your vibration, and it's been shown how it works with the frequencies of the brain. So put on, and it might be like a proper old school track that just, you know, it takes you back, like, whoa, this makes me feel good. Do it. Yeah. For some people it's dance, 10-minute dance break, whatever makes you feel good. So they're my 5 top tips. Decide on your top 4 priorities, and everything has to go through that filter. I would say health needs to be one of them, because without that, you're going to struggle. Number 2, you've got to learn to say no to some of the things that aren't really serving you or are taking you out of the direction of where you really want to be. You might get a lot of opportunities, but you don't have to take them all. Stay focused on your priorities and put everything through that filter. Number 3 is delegate. Brainstorm all the things that you can delegate. Number 4, make a list of 10 things from small to big. They don't have to cost anything. They don't have to take a lot of time. 10 things that really make you smile. And I want you to diarise them. I want you to put them in your diary and make that call. You know, go for ice cream with a friend. Go and grab a couple of girls for a glass of wine. Grab your husband or your wife and have a night out together. Like, do things that make you smile. And number 5, in the day, take some form of brain break, like a meditation, a few, like just 2 really good tracks when you're kind of getting a bit overwhelmed with everything. A little dance is good. A workout is amazing. If you can like do a lunchtime workout, or even if you're stuck in the office, what I used to do sometimes is I would have like a 20-minute walk, or if I had a 15-20-minute break when I used to work in the office, I would go for like 10 minutes and I'd power walk it with music on that I love. Come back, and then you're in a whole different place to start again. All right. So thank you for being part of my first Periscope. I'm sorry it was a bit of a dodgy beginning, but we got there in the end. Feel free to share this broadcast. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the love and all the hearts. We'll talk again very soon. Stay blessed. I actually have 2 free programs, one free program, which is the Less Stress, More Love for over 14 days. And if you go to my Facebook page, the Sacred Woman Tribe on Facebook, dead easy to find. If you go into the videos, you'll find the link there. And I've also got a Pleasure versus Pleasure versus Pressure seminar, like a free webinar for you, that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And if you go to the Facebook page, you'll be able to find that as well. Yeah. All right. Peace. Bye.